All right, I should be live. And welcome everyone to another live stream. Thankfully today, it's holidays time, so I decided to do Infinitode 2 just to update you a little bit about my progress. Now that I've reached the very first huge milestone, that is Roof Casino Rarity 4020, and yeah, so also I'm gonna try to give you some tips, some updated strategies on 6.3 because of the fact that I'm very close actually at maxing out the mining speed process. I've maxed out Infinite mining speed, and I'm very close here on getting also the modifier mining speed maxed out. So there's still left like 20% extra speed, I think, and then that's gonna be it. So I will not be able to keep increasing the speed of the modifiers. That's gonna be it. Of course, the other modifiers are not really upgraded, or at least the matrix one is halfway through it. So 25. The other ones are just level 10, your maximum normal level. And but yeah, for the moment, I think I'm gonna keep it at that. So I will not need to keep increasing my towers in terms of damage. If I can somehow reach maximum modifier speed, infinite mining speed, and my towers can handle those enemies, then I will not need any more research on that, on the offensive side of towers. So I will be able to start focusing more on some other utility upgrades, such as coin generation and starting coins, and things like that. So I hope that can be something for the next. Also here, the abilities of Splash, I think I will get them like level 12 or maybe level 15, depending on how many videos I can earn, because again, that helps immensely. And Sasha Flex, hi, welcome to the stream. And yeah, other than this, so a couple more upgrades here on Splash. I think I'm gonna get the most important upgrades, like level 30, probably. I need still attack speed, level 30. Here, projectile count is not really useful because of my tower like leveling up so much. I always reach the cap. That is 20 projectiles, so upgrading this is not really that useful. Experience multiplier as well, 20, I think it's enough. It leveled up fast enough. Maybe I could get it like level 25, but I mean, it's not so such priority. Same as range, it's not so much of a priority. And then the abilities, definitely like getting a couple more upgrades makes them stronger. So of course that helps, especially like I think the ultimate extra damage. Every level is 5%, so it's like not bad. I might get that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest of research has stayed the same, and star research also same. And yeah, so first of all, I wanted to share with you some findings that I had on 6.3 and my current strategy, because I'm using some slight differences, compared to the last time you probably saw me playing actively on 6.3. And now let me just do this. So here we go. Now the first thing is that I have seen that the loot is actually related to some upgrades from the core. For example, when you get the coin generation, you get more loot, and also when you get the mining speed, you get more loot. Maybe there are also other upgrades which give you loot, but I haven't been able to check those out. But that's very important. And then also there are certain towers, like until a certain time, like 46, 47 minutes, if you get, for example, Splash Ultimate, when you get the upgrade, you're gonna get the bonus loot. I don't really know why this is related, but that's just how it works. And actually I'm gonna use this gameplay to show you. So I'm gonna keep the loot icons active so that you can see what's going on. And but then I'm going to disable them because I've reached a point where I'm always playing until 52:30. I'm ending the game around that number, 52:30, 53. And then I'm just repeating. So I don't really look at the loot anymore. I just play until that reaches a certain amount of time. And I'm going to then explain you why, especially 52:30, 53. And then I just repeat the process. So that's what I've been doing right now. Now, a small differences is that I place here a multi-shot in the center, not anymore a crusher. I go for basic, freezing right here. Then here, anti-air. Of course, you want to make the path to be long, so that's why you set up more anti-airs and more splashes. And then here is where I place Crusher. So I'm going to place another Crusher later on right there. And so I use these 2 spots now for Crushers. I have a lot more enemies. I need more defenses. So that's what I do. And then normally what I do is I sell this Tensor modifier, Tensor Miner, and then I place Matrix 1 right here. So that's the start of this game. Then normally here what I do is like I upgrade all towers almost together. I prioritize a bit more multi-shot, so in that way I can unlock the second ability and I can start having more coins from it. So I get it normally like level 4, should be fine. And you can see the coins, the extra coins being counted here, and you can also see the loot being considered. So I just upgrade all these towers just like that. Actually I get multi-shot level 5 now. Yeah, here we go. Of course, it's gonna kill the enemies, most of the enemies itself, so you only get half of it. So it's gonna be like around 13.5% extra coins, but still, for the early game and for the rest of the gameplay, it's gonna be pretty nice to have it. Just like that. And now, of course, getting the enemy speed reduction, very important, so that the boss moves more slowly. This is important so in that way you can reach the total time of 52 minutes and a half, 53 minutes pretty reasonably, and you don't risk, because sometimes also you end up damaging the boss too much and it explodes, and so that could be a problem. And then at 5 minutes in-game time, I get another Matrix Miner. Then normally I don't need the time anymore. And yeah, that's what I do. Then I get multi-shot level 6, also the freezing level 6. You can see that they're gaining some experience every now and then because some enemies can push forward a little bit more. I normally go for the third ability here on strong. Once again, it's something that helps to slow down the boss, especially in the first half of the map of the gameplay, which you can really slow down a lot. And before you start spawning so many enemies that then you need to upgrade your towers, and that's when you start damaging the boss, and eventually you kill it. After I get the score for enemies killed on the core, so the core gets to level 5, I get a modifier here, mining speed, and I upgrade both miners level 1. I go for the first ability here of freezing, I go for the first 2 on Crusher, and then I go for the second actually level on the both miners. First, remember prioritizing the one in the right side, that's fine, that mines only Matrix, and then the one in the left side that mines both Matrix and the Vector. So that's the idea. After I get both miners level 2, I get all towers level 6. And then I get the miner level 3, and I get both of them level 3. My modifier at the moment is giving 200% extra mining speed, so that's very high, and that actually triples the base mining speed of the miner. So you can see that's why it's 68.2. And yeah, that's just the increase. And of course, this means that just more enemies are being spawned. And the more enemies also means that enemies are gaining HP faster because of that. And so just be careful. And that's why I had to upgrade also my towers a bit more, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to handle the enemies. Or I would need to like upgrade my splashes too early, and that would cause me to destroy also the boss earlier, and that's just bad. Then here at this point, when I reach like around the these 3 stars, so I can get the flat 5,000 coins, I get a miner, an Infinite Miner down here with just one modifier. On the other side, I place a freezing, and I get it level 7. Right, I get the miner here level 3. I upgrade both splashes, 4 and 4, so on both sides. All right. And then I get another Crusher here on the right side, and I get a level 4. That's it. So that's what I do once I get this boost of 5,000 flat coins. And that's pretty much it. I don't go anymore for the flat 10,000 coins because it's just not worth it. It's gonna be 5 stars, 5 upgrade points that I'm gonna need, and it's just not worth it. So it's just better to hold on to the coins. You just use the coins, actually the upgrades directly to get the other stuff, and that actually makes you spawn so many enemies that then you end up earning a lot more than 10,000 coins, you earn more. So that's what I prefer to do. And in that way, I can also max the core sooner. I can go for all these upgrades in the middle path, especially the extra 1, 2, and 3 levels on the coins per minute, which, as I said before, gives extra loot. So you can see the loot right now is just split, you know, sometimes on the top side, sometimes on the bottom side. It comes from different types of enemies. Another miner right here, level 2, just a matrix one. Right, here we go. Just getting the abilities as I get them. You go for the right side next. I just go for the second and third ability on Splash, and that's it. I don't go right away for the ultimate. Remember, the ultimate makes it do a lot of damage. And at this moment, you can see that I'm able to destroy the enemies pretty easily. I don't need that much damage, so I'm gonna just leave it that. Level 7, the Infinite Miner. Then normally here it's close to get the extra here mining speed from the core. Here we go, 1, 2, and 3 levels. That's it. For the moment, normally I get 3 levels first, and then the last 2 later on. Alright, let's get the towers here upgraded a bit more, level 8. Yeah. And then now what happens is that because of this other freezing, I'm also doing more damage to the enemies in this bottom left side. But also, oh, yeah, let's see here, some enemies being able to sneak past. But also what is happening is that I'm also be able to slow down the boss in this very bottom left side, which normally doesn't happen because the other freezing tower, this one here, just can't reach, right? So that's just the advantage. Once I get the left Infinite Miner level 10, I place the other one with the modifier, just level 0, and I get the last 2 upgrades here on the mining speed from the core, just like that. Then I go for maximum here, freezing in the middle, maximum crushers. Then I get, if I get the levels on the right Splash, and then I start upgrading the right Miner level 5. Once I get it level 5, I sell this multi-shot and I place a Splash right here. And I get it just maxed out, level 10. Crusher should be able to, the few enemies that might be able to sneak past should be able to have them. If 2 enemies sneak past, just use an ability. For example, here I'm going to use Fireball. There we go. And that should be it. And as this Splash in the middle is leveling up, then you should be able to start damaging these enemies. And yeah, should be a lot easier. Getting another freezing here on the right side as well, just to make sure I do enough damage to these enemies. And now just maxing the miner, in this case the Infinite Miner on the right side. At this point you can see how many coins I'm generating, and that's why, as I said before, it's worth it. It's better to go in this way rather than trying to wait to get the flat 10,000 coins. You get a lot more coins just from spawning the enemies. Now once this is done, so once the other miner is also maxed out, the Infinite one, you can get both of these bottom freezings, level 8, anti-air level 10. Remember to just set it on weakest once you have the ultimate, once you unlock it. And then up here, I go for a Gauss, right? This is something that I already showed you. And I point it towards this bottom right side, right here, around this area. And yeah, in that way, I'm also damaging these enemies, and not only I'm damaging them, but I'm also making it level up so that then I can unlock the ultimate, which doubles the speed of the miners. Gives this extra mining time right here, right there you can see. And again, it's something that helps you to double the speed, and of course that means more enemies, more resources, and yeah, it's very useful in this particular map because again I need many flying enemies especially. So in that way I can have the mines from anti-air and to just destroy them. Once you get inside like around 40 minutes, you need even less, but around 40 minutes, that's fine. Just keep it there. Then getting another Infinite Miner right here in the bottom left, you get a level 5. Then you place another Gauss pointing to this right side corner here, right? So you make it rotate. And again, you do the same. You upgrade it level 10. You go for a third ability first. Right, then for the third first. And yeah, just level up until you get the ultimate. And then you use all these coins that you're earning right now to max out the top matrix miners and also the third one that you placed right there. So that's what I recommend. Here we go. Gauss level the ultimate. Once again, giving in this case speed to both of these miners. Now at this stage, you want to sell the freezing on the left side and you're going to place a modifier. So in that way, you're still giving the extra 3 times speed through it to the bottom miner, right? And once you reach around 20 minutes of in-game, like inside double time, you're gonna do the same for the right side. So you sell the freezing, you get a modifier. You sell the left modifier, you get Gauss, and you make it point towards this bottom left corner of this square. All right, that's it. Well, after it rotates, you just get a level 10. At this point, you should get tons and tons of coins, so it should be very easy to upgrade it to max out everything. You can also place another modifier here, another inferior one, and normally I just get a level 1. Like I don't upgrade it that much because it's the one that is very close to exiting. You can see here that these enemies are able to push. I normally get another freezing up here. And just like that, then you go for the ultimate once again. And you can see that I've left the Gauss in the left side. I've just left it to be there. And the reason for that is because of the fact that I don't want to upgrade I don't want to upgrade my splashes yet because the boss is around here. You should be able to see it if I zoom out. The boss is here, right, in this corner seal. So I want to let the boss to at least reach a little bit of this right side before I do something more. So that's what I would like to do. And now in this case, you can also place another splash here in the top side and you can do some extra damage there. Let's see here if this Crusher is able to hold these enemies. There are many enemies here. So maybe again using just an ability, just to make sure I don't upgrade towers that might damage the boss too much. Yeah, here there are still many enemies here. Alright, just using another ability. So sometimes you're gonna have more enemies sneaking past, sometimes you're gonna have less. Let's get also the extra damage from the core. Yeah, that should be it, I think. Right. Yeah, got some enemies here again and leaking. So let's use again this ability here. And let's go for the ultimate of this top splash. Now here I want you to pay attention to the loot, because this is where the loot starts to become exhausted, right? And now pay attention to when the loot stops appearing, right? I'm gonna then get the next ultimate from both the middle and the left splash. And I want you to see that once I'm gonna get it, you're gonna see loot appearing again. So that's what I said before, that it seems that certain towers, I don't know why, but their upgrades are going to be linked to loot appearing and having more loot. So yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah, let me see here. Enemies, okay, good. So when the boss is almost on the right side, or when I see that these enemies are able, because remember, enemies are getting more and more HP. So around this time, I think it should be fine. So I sell Gauss on the left side. I get the modifier. I max out this inferior here. I max out this splash. And I get both this splash and the one in the center. And now you're going to see that if that the loot is going to appear again. You can see here I'm earning again loot. I stopped earning loot. Now I'm earning it again. And if you get this upgrader here also from the core, you also get more loot. And you get a boost of loot. So yeah, that's just how it happens and how it works. I don't know why, but that's just it. So loot stops appearing, but once you get certain upgrades for center towers, it reappears again, and you give and you get more loot. So that's why I said before that like playing actively on this level seems to be a lot better than just using a miner, just waiting, just getting waiting for the loot to become more rare, and then eventually you just get it, right? So let me see, the time here is 48. Yeah, here we go. At 48.30, I sell also the Gauss on the right side. I get once again modifier. I get the this splash as well, level 10 with the ultimate. I get the top Infier here, normally level 4, I think it's fine. Maybe once I'm gonna have more attack speed, I might get a level 5, but 4, I think it's good enough. I have another splash in this top side anyway, so maybe level 5 anyway. Yeah, just go level 5, and yeah. So normally I sell here this splash in the top, it's not really needed. And as I said before, I look at the timer, right? 52.30, 53. I see when I earn the last biddest, because again, you earn biddest over time, regardless of the loot. So you can see I earn one here at 52.17. So yeah, I think that should be fine. 53, yeah, it's fine. So let's just stop, let's end the game. All right, that's when I end it. And then I check the loot. Normally I reach a point where I'm able to almost self-sustain the rarity tickets. So I almost always win one rarity ticket. So I use one, but then I win one. And sometimes it even happens that I win two. Now, it happens as well that I don't earn any. But eventually, you know, I keep having enough of those. And these are the resources that I've earned, you know, through this gameplay. Around 5 million green peppers as well. Now, it's very important that you play like this, so in that way you can update the other market, even though you haven't reached the 1 hour in-game time, but you can update it for free, so you don't need accelerators. And that's why the 52-30, 53 minutes in-game time is very important. Now, at this point of the game, I've tried to avoid spending the green peppers on the other market, but only to get the stuff that it's from resources, right? So in this case, these bidders that cost Vector, right? Or these 6 legendary chests that also cost Vector. Even the green peppers you can earn by using resources is good. Now the problem is Scholar. Scholar is a resource that I don't mind that much on 6.3. So you can see that compared to the other ones, it's always very low. So I think I'm not gonna get this one. And yeah, why not? Let's get this one as well. So yeah, everything that costs resources you can get for free. Green peppers, not really, because of the fact that you want to save green peppers so that then you can eventually get these upgrades right here, where you earn more prestige tickets from selling the maps. And yeah, that's very, very, very important. So that's why I've tried to limit the item market where I have to spend the green peppers on, so that then I can reach this. And you know, 10%, in this case it's going to be 11% more tickets. It's a lot, because like at this moment I'm earning around 2100, 2200 tickets. So 10% of that is like 210, right? 220 more tickets from every single time that I sell a cast map. So it's quite significant. And so that's why you wanna save up and use your green peppers mostly on the prestige ticket drop rate, right? And yeah, I think that was it. So let's start getting some more upgrades here on the attack speed on Splash. That's gonna be my priority at the moment, getting it level 30. So let's save. How many games I've done on 6.3? I think I've done 3, right? Yeah, since I sold the cast map, so 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna do one more game, and then I'm gonna, so let's do this and zoom out. Yeah. And yeah, then after I reach the 4 maps done, so 4 6.3 runs, I don't need to do it anymore, and I just sell a cast map. So normally 4 runs, especially when you have the rarity ticket on, it's enough to be able to sell 2 cast maps. So you get around like 3100, 3200 tickets, which for the moment it's what I need to get 1 level of blue frequency pretty fully, and sometimes even 2, because as you end up advancing, some tickets, then eventually you can get 2 levels. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately, you know, in terms of strategy, in terms of gameplay. The second time that I do 6.3, I'm gonna go much faster. Well, not faster, but without having to explain myself, because I already showed you what I do, and you can also see it live. And now that you have seen the loot, how it works, I'm gonna just disable the loot. Now, normally I do this because the fact it doesn't seem that bad. Loot makes you see less stuff, because you start like earning, there are particles, there are effects happening on the map, and so it's not so easy sometimes to check exactly or to know what your towers are doing. And yeah, so that's what I disable it. As I said before, I take a look at the timer. That's what I mostly see and use as a reference, and not any more loot. So yeah, here we go. So let's do the second run here, and yeah, so the upgrades are always going to be the same, you know, same upgrades. Of course, every single gameplay is not going to be an exact copy of the previous one, because again, you might do slightly different upgrades or stuff, but overall you should try to always do the same process and to become efficient, you know, at that. Remember, even if you can see the loot that you're earning, it doesn't mean that you're not earning it, because if you just pause the game, you can see that that's the loot. So yeah, it's always there, it's stored. It's just that I'm disabling the effect of showing the loot icons, right? Alright, here we go, everything level 6. Then let's go here for the miners level 3. I'm upgrading the modifier money speed only through research tickets at this time, because they are so expensive. Like, it's around 1,000, sometimes more, bid this just for one single level, and of course it's just too much. I've also got quite unlucky with my lucky wheel attempts at earning research tickets. I've recently got, I think, 4, but after lots of tries and lots of new wheels. So unfortunately, yeah, the luck there doesn't seem to be going that well, but whatever. Here we go, everything level 7, minus level 3. So when I reach here, 180, yeah, here we go, let's place a miner. Freezing here, level 7, 4, let's get here the coins. 3, 4 here, yeah. Just like that. Oh, I got this one level 5, that's too bad. Just 4. What did I do? Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know why these enemies are able to push forward, you know? I don't know what I did, but... yeah, that's weird. 4... yeah. Okay, 5... and 5. Let's place here the matrix one, level 2. Nice. And just go for the right here. I always go for power. If my multi-shot can reach level 20, I go for power. You can see that overall my multi-shot has been giving me 3,000 more coins. So compared to the ones I have 3,000 more just from multi-shot's second ability. So yeah, that's nice. And of course it's gonna keep me giving some extra coins. Alright, once I get level 8, the Infinite Miner, I'm gonna probably upgrade this tower cell a bit more. Level 8, yeah, here we go. Going for this. Good. Again, I don't understand why these enemies are able to sneak past. They don't have any loot inside, but I don't know how they're able to sneak past. Actually, let's do this as well. Level 7 on this freezing on the right side. Okay, let's go. This Crusher's level 9. So yeah, each single gunplay, depending also on the explosions, depending where you place the mines, depending on many different variables, it might be slightly different. So you might not always end up obtaining, you know, doing the same stuff. So that's just, that is expected, you know, and each gameplay is different. Actually, let's place this splash a bit earlier now, here, before I get the miner to upgrade it. So in that way, should be able to. Yeah, I would need to use other abilities. Also, I'm gonna place the splash that I placed before sooner up here. Just making sure I can destroy the enemies, you know. Yeah, no need to get the ultimate. And again, for gameplays on like this on 6.3, it's around real time, like 50 minutes. All right, so a little bit less than 1 hour, I would say. And oops, no, something like that. And so if you compare, if you take into consideration the time of creating a cast map, placing all the tiles, crafting, selling, you know, all the process before you actually go for the cast maps, and it should be around like 1 hour and something of in-game time, like of real time, sorry. And that is what it should get you to be able to gain 1 or 2 levels of Lubricancy Variety. There we go. Like this, nice. 40 minutes, yeah, that should be more than enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, actually, I'm gonna right away place the modifier. I'm not gonna wait as before. Okay, here we go. Just maxing these matrices. Remember, you want to have many enemies, flying enemies. In that way, you create the mines and you create these massive explosions that do damage based on percentage HP. So that's why it's so valuable and important. Okay, so let's place these towers already beforehand. Alright, that's the ultimate. Around 20 minutes here. Then I place the gauss on the left side as well. Normally here I like to pause because otherwise enemies might start moving through the platform, and so might disable your tower, because if enemies walk on top of your towers, the towers become disabled, so they can't do anything. I'm just making sure I can prevent that. Alright, here we go, more coins here. And you can see I was earning no loot. I got the extra coins, and now you should see the... Well, actually the loot is disabled. Yeah, my bad, but normally on the gunplay that's what happens when you get this upgrade. Alright. Oh yeah, let's get the other miner here. Let's keep it level 1 here. This Infinite one. Yeah, I got already the double speed. That's good. Let's go for the damage. Here, now some enemies are able to walk forward. The boss has just reached, well, be able to push towards the right side. That's the head. Okay, here there are a lot of enemies, so I think... Yeah, just like this, maybe. Yeah, here we go. I just need this splash to become level 20, and then after getting the ultimate, it should be easier to handle these enemies. I want to get this splash level 20 for the ultimate, because in that way the shorts, these spikes, shouldn't be that close towards the boss, and so I shouldn't have to struggle that much. So yeah, I've lost a couple lives, but not that many. Once again here I'm waiting for the boss to reach more of the right side, so that then I can upgrade the towers on the left, the splashes, you know, I can get the ultimate. Okay, level 2, I think that should be fine. So let's do this. Boom and boom. Very good. That should give you an extra boost of loot, even though you cannot see right now. And now again, just to take a look at the timer at 48:30, I'm gonna do the same for the right side. So I'm gonna sell these cows, I'm gonna place a modifier. I'm not doing it right now, so in that way, this cows is still doing some damage, it's still doing some work with the level 10 ability, with the damage overall, you know, that it's putting out. And because I don't wanna spawn too many enemies, because if I do, I'm gonna end up needing to upgrade also this splash, and so I might end up damaging the boss too much. So that's the goal. That's the reason, I mean, why I'm not placing the miner right away, you know, the modifier, and selling it. So 46. I think I can go for the ultimate of this right splash, even though I'm not gonna upgrade it, just getting it. Should be good. The boss is right here. Yeah, it should be plenty of time. So I'm gonna do it actually a little bit earlier. I'm gonna place a miner slightly sooner, because I have again this other splash on the top that can somehow clean up these enemies that might push through. And then at 48:30, that's when I upgrade also the bottom right splash. And that should be it. That should be insane amount of damage now. You can see the amount of spikes are flying out. It's massive. Now the boss is right there. And even if I destroy it, again, I should be able to reach 52 minutes and 30, which is again the amount of time you want to spend in the game so that you can reset the item market for free. You should have, yeah, still enough HP remaining, I think, so good. Can sell this one. So let's take a look at the bidders. Did I earn already the bidders? I think I did, right? Well, actually the boss got destroyed, so I guess I'm gonna just end it immediately. Okay, so no rarity ticket in this particular gameplay, so that's, you can see how it changes from game to game. But yeah, that was it. So again, it should be enough to reset the market at the market for free. Again, I just spend the resources here. So these two, for example, would be very nice to get, but they cost green peppers. You can see 8 million, that's a lot. And so yeah, despite how good it might be to get them, but I wanna save up green peppers, so I'm not gonna get that. So let's go for this instead. And for, yeah, this is the last gameplay though, right? Because it's the fourth one. So I'm gonna open up anyway everything. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So when you reach this side, you wanna open first all the chests. And sometimes even inside the chests, you can see, you can earn rarity tickets. You can see here, I got one. When you get the legendary loot, you have a certain chance of earning legendary stuff, and so the rarity tickets. So 4, it's not bad because I'm gonna sell 2 cast maps, so that should consume 2 tickets, but then I should be able to have 2 for then the next gameplays that I'm gonna do with more loot frequency. So I guess should be working out well. All right. Opening all the tiles now. It's slowly but steadily increasing. You know, the amount of tiles that I can earn in 4 gameplays, it's going up and up. I can see the slight increase. It's not really that much, but it's increasing. All right, let's do this. Nice, very good. A legendary core, so that should give a lot of map price. Then I should be able to do this. Right, craft these platforms and open up after these ones. And again, selling the blueprints to get even more green peppers. So let's go for 2350. Oh, yeah, like that. 24 here, and yeah, 24 as well here. Why not? All right, just like that. So that's again a lot of green peppers. You can see now I have 239 million, and I need for the next upgrade I need 360 million. Now, of course, this is a process important because again, this is something that helps you to earn a lot of green peppers by doing this, selling, crafting the special 3 blueprints. Then using that to craft the blueprint chest, opening, getting all those blueprints, and then selling the blueprints actually for green peppers. That's the most efficient method. Because also you're gonna need green peppers to craft all these platforms into lower tier, into higher tier. So I didn't do it the last couple of times, so now I'm gonna start from the very, very bottom, so the very lowest quality of platforms, right? And but then in certain gameplays you're not gonna need to do this. You can start already from the very rare ones or even from the epic ones. So it just depends on how many you see you have. And of course this is gonna especially require just green peppers. That's what you're gonna end up spending. And especially the legendary platforms are the ones that are gonna be quite expensive. You're gonna end up, depending on how many you can craft, but you spend like around 700,000 green peppers for each different platform. And of course there are 10 different platforms, so you have 7 million or even higher spent only then, only there, you know, for that crafting. But yeah, it's just important to do this process, and this is where you want to spend the green peppers. This is something that is very important to be done. You can see I've already spent like 4 million just to craft these blueprints right here. And you're gonna see now how much I'm gonna spend just for the legendary ones. You can see here 888.7 thousand. And again, more than 860,000. This one was 900,000, 810,000, 1.1 million. So yeah, it's very expensive. Even higher than what I anticipated. So yeah. I have 225 million, so I ended up spending like almost 10 million just on that crafting of the legendary platforms. That's just how expensive it is. So it's very important because that is going to give you tons and tons of prestige tickets. You know, of course, these platforms translate into more prestige tickets, and so of course that's your priority. That's what you want to have. Alright, so that's a lot actually. 120? Wow, that's insane. Okay, no, don't go too fast, otherwise you're gonna have some blanks in your placing. But this is something that allows you to go quite smooth, quite easily. You can place all of them like that. Super, super nice. 136 actually here of these ones. Oops, my bad. Alright, 101. Yeah, I should have even some platforms remaining when I'm gonna for the next map, so that's interesting. So let's create the path first, right? Don't wanna miss it. So here, projectile speed, I'm gonna put the legendary core, the base here, a base that disables both research and enemies walk on platforms is the best one. So I'm gonna put this one here. Portal 340%, whatever, it's fine. Let's always put as well like this around it, so I know the limits. And yeah, here we go. So I still have 27 of the projectile speed platforms and 100 of the cell refund. You can see that these two platforms are actually lower value, the lowest one. If you just compare, these ones are like worth 300, 290, but still, it's nice. So let's place the teleports. Here we go, just like that. Super, super nice. Let's go here. 10 different types of teleports as well, or even more, I think. No, there are more teleport types. I think there are like maybe 14 different types. All right. And that should be it, right? I'm not forgetting anything. I think I'm not. So 702,000 map price, not too bad. Yeah. Depending on the wave, you might be able to get the score a little bit faster or not so fast, but here we go. I already got it. More than 4,000, it's enough. We got 2,100 tickets. Yes. Right back. And then another one. And finishing, already placing the one I'm going to need for the path. And then placing the last ones right here. Just like that. Good. Let's create already the map. Here another one. 340% portal. Yeah, one core. Cores are worth 600 or 7,500, the legendary ones, so they're worth a lot. All right. Yeah, in this case, because I'm going to be placing the resources, I don't think it's that much important actually doing this around the map, but anyway, it's just force of habit. Now what I'm gonna do here is what I'm gonna place all the sources, because probably I will still be able to do that. I will not need to prioritize certain types of resources because of the fact that I have not enough. I don't earn enough of them. And so what I do, I first place the ones where I have more than one. So for example, see here I have 2, 2, 2. I place them. Whatever the value they may have, I don't even look at the value anymore, because that, again, it's a process that takes time. I just place everything. Because I know I will be able to place everything, I don't really care about what I'm placing, as long as it can give me the highest possible map value, and yeah, that's what I want. So just like that, 2 here, 4. Five here. 3. Yeah, try to place them always like following these lines, so in that way it's easier to place and not to miss a spot. Otherwise, it's not really missing the spot the issue, but it's like you're gonna have to start being precise and putting them exactly, 1, 1, 1. So I think that takes more time. Instead, if you just do this, you're always guaranteed you're gonna fill all the spots. So yeah, that should be easier. Right, here we go. Moving on to the vector ones. The lower quality you go, the less map price they give, of course. So they're less valuable, but still, the fact that there is room here and I can place them and I can earn prestige tickets is very, very important. All right, just like that. These ones, no, I'm keeping those ones for very, very late game. So that's why I'm gonna keep those. 2, 2, 6, 6. All right, once I do this, then it's just very easy. I just place the sources like this, you know, random. Just click, place. I don't care how to place or to place them exactly in order. And yeah, so again, trying to place as many as possible. And again, if you do the process I did before, there should be only one type of sources. So you can just do this, click and drag and, I mean, click and place. That should take not that much time. Just make sure you click on an empty platform. That should be it. Here we go. Then I place also one music tile, because you can place one music tile. I already placed a core. And then I place the... If I have two, more than one barrier, I also do the same. So I place those. They are worth very little, but again, just using them here rather than having to sell them and get prestige dust, that it's less efficient. 1, 1, 1, here we go, that's it. Now here also, if you wanted, you could place these platforms here. I have two 2900, but they're worth super low, like it's just 2 MP. So I don't think it's worth it to spend the time filling everything, placing them, considering the super low value that they're gonna give. So yeah, just skip. And yeah, just placing here Crusher. Hopefully it's gonna be enough. First wave done, second as well. Yeah, that should give me a boost of score, so that should be doable. Yeah, there we go. Nice, simple. In 4 waves. All right, here we go. 3,300 tickets. You can see I got a total of 3,400. 2 maps sold. And 1 level here of low frequency. You can see that now I have 1.8, almost 1,000 tickets left. So next time, probably it's going to be in this same stream, but next time I do the same process, and again I earn around 3,400 tickets, I will be able to actually get 2 upgrades, right? Because 3,400 tickets plus this 1.4 is going to be maybe not yet, right? Because it might be 5.2, which is slightly lower than this, but then eventually I will be able to get 2 levels. So yeah, let's save here. I still have, as I said before, the 2 rarity tickets, right? So very, very important. And let's just jump into the gameplay and repeat. You know, this is the process. I know it's long, it's repetitive, and oh yeah, here I still was missing that. But this is just the best thing to do. And it's the most efficient thing to do. So that's why I do it. Here we go, level 5, so I can start upgrading the other towers now. Slowly and steady. So yeah, today probably, because it's such a holiday day, I was sure that not many people would be connecting. But yeah, still, I'm doing this video live so that you can see some more commentary, you know. I'm also advancing a bit more on my own progression. And yeah, it's just something, you know, live, still doing, so you can still watch it afterwards. All right, everything level 5, good. You just wait here for 5 minutes to place the next matrix miner. The fact is that once you get used to the strategy and to what to do, like, it becomes quite fast in a sense. So I know it's not FAK, but it's like, it's almost FAK because you're putting almost zero brain activity, you know, and effort. So I guess the good thing about, like, you know, finding a strategy that works and just keeping it at that, you don't have to think, you don't have to I know, try to reason, okay, what is best that I should do here, what I should do in this scenario, or I should always be almost the same. You just get some upgrades earlier or later, but it's very, very straightforward. So So yeah, in my opinion, like it takes doesn't take a toll, mental toll, to do this. Of course, after a while, you just get tired at sitting down and being at the computer. But I don't get tired of doing this process, even if it's repetitive. It's always the same, because it's like I already like kind of master it, and so I just do it automatically. Like I could do this, I don't say with my eyes closed, but it takes very little effort, you know, to do this. So I just need to remember to check some things out to know that I'm doing things correctly, because sometimes I get confused, you know. Sometimes when you do something a lot of times, you might get confused. All right, here we go. Power level 3, good. So let's get all the towers level 7. All right, nice. Let's already place this here. 7. No, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also the crusher here. Good. Okay, 2 enemies. That was weird, you know, sneaking through. So I don't know why some enemies here are able to sneak through, to be honest. Considering everything, you know. I'm doing always the same stuff, but I think it depends on where exactly I proc the mines and the explosion with or when exactly I place the miner. I know. It's just weird. Sometimes I use hotkeys, you know, sometimes you can see me, I'm using the mouse to get the upgrades. Sometimes using the hotkeys, it's just whatever I find more comfortable at the moment. Right, I got everything already level 8 though, so I'm further ahead considering that. Oh, I got a teleport as mind item. Nice. Level 7. Let's get already the freezing on the right side here as well. Why not? $11,000 here, 14,000. I almost have reached a point where I almost remember at memory the cost of the upgrades. So for example, like level 8, how much is gonna cost the infra one, level 9, level 10. Especially the ones where I need to wait for it to get. And so that I pay a little bit more attention to how much does it cost. Alright, here we go. So yeah, it's funny. The ones I don't remember are the matrix ones, the higher ones, because of the fact that because I have Gauss, I've placed everything, I earn so many coins that I don't even look at how much it actually costs. I just get the upgrade and that's it. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. So let's just use an ability here, a global one, to make sure I can destroy everything. Here, good. Alright, that should be fine. Right, here we go, level 10. Alright, Gauss time. Alright, and then right minor. It's just insane how fast this Gauss levels up though. Like sometimes it jumps from level, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 to level 7 or 9. So yeah, sometimes it depends, I think, on which enemies it hits. And if it can hit a lot of enemies, then that's when it becomes much higher, the experience gained. Remember here, 40 minutes inside should be fine. Now let's do this instead. Now I'm gonna first upgrade Gauss. Level 10 here. I will finish upgrading the matrix miners first, and then I'm gonna get this infra level 5. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I change things slightly up. 17.1. Yeah, here we go. Now level 5, and that's the ultimate. Here we go. Okay, good. Let's place now this here and this. 20 minutes inside. Yeah. Pause. Modifier. Gauss. And hitting the other side. Here we go. Actually, there goes a miner there. Going for the extra damage. Oh, oops, I forgot the first abilities. My bad. Coins. Ultimate. Alright, let's see now how well my towers can do. Yeah, not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I think it might be this one here. This Inframiner that spawns the healers and spawns all these other type of enemies. That might be bad. Yeah, I lost a lot of lives there. I hope there wasn't any loot inside. But yeah, until the... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get slightly sooner this splash with the ultimate. I'm gonna get it earlier, even though it's gonna do more damage to the boss, but I'm gonna get it earlier. I'm gonna get also this left inferior sooner. Yeah, let's do that. It's doing a lot of damage to the boss though. Yeah. So I can sell this though. So I wanna wait here. Yeah, let's sell Gauss. The modifier, let's see how it goes. He actually gets overwhelmed anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's just too many. I think it's the combo of lights, healers, armored together that it becomes very tough and it makes it able, you know, to walk forward. I think that's the main issue. Victor Hugo, hi, welcome to the stream. I heard some people say that in the 1.9 version upgrades rarity is better than loot frequency, because there are other ways of getting biddes, like the market. I made some tests and I don't think it is better. Yeah, it is not actually. I have a full video dedicated about it, where I just compared using the same strategy, same setup, everything the same. I compared the prioritizing loot rarity, which is what the server recommends, versus prioritizing loot frequency. And loot frequency is always better. It always gave best results. It always gave more prestige tickets, more loot. That ended up being more prestige tickets, which of course is your priority. You want to prioritize loot frequency and overall loot gained. Not really bid this, because yes, it's nice to have bid this to have a little more upgrades, but then you're not gonna need actually that much those upgrades. You're gonna actually need prestige tickets to progress through. So yeah, that's what I don't like. Let's see here. 49, 30. Yeah, here we go. Level 4, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, I have a full video about it when I actually show the results. I show why the progression that it's is. I think it's in the official Infinitode Discord server. There is still that progression, even though I have uploaded that video. I have actually shown with facts, with evidence, with just real gameplays. That's just not good. But it's still there. I don't know. I hope that players can avoid using that and can just do something different and prioritize the loot frequency, as I've shown that it's better. 53 here. Boom. That's it. Nice. Nice. One rarity ticket, very important. So in that way I can self-sustain and I can keep having the extra rarity. Let's use the item market. Again, trying to buy whatever costs resources and not accelerators or greeting papers. You're going to save. Actually, now that you made me remember, I have here a table that I have updated because I did some other upgrades from my just for me, and I found something super interesting. Yeah, this one. I'm gonna show it to you because I tested also with different levels of loot rarity, because I wanted to make sure that if you keep a 2-1 ratio but even past loot rarity 20, is it better, right? So that's a question I think anyone can have, and yeah, that's what I did. And let me see if I can actually change the scene though. I think it should be this one, right? Can you see it? Yeah, I think you can. You should be able to see it. So these 3 tests are the ones that I did, or that I made a video about, because this is the Infinitode Discord. This is the progression that they said is best, to go 10-10 and then 10-60, so prioritizing loot rarity. Then you go for loot frequency, and then you reset, and then you go for 100, of course, loot frequency first, and then loot rarity. So what I did was I compared 1060 versus 6010, so the exact opposite. And then what I think is better, if you go up to loot rarity, go level 20, and then you lose a couple of levels of loot frequency because you got the extra levels of loot rarity. So this is just adjusted, right? It's roughly the same amount of prestige tickets, right? And then I compared the 3 results, and then very important, the most important thing was, okay, but this loot right here that you earn, how much it's worth in terms of map price value, so in terms of prestige tickets. Of course, the gameplay that I did was right here, and I did the same stuff for every single scenario. It was a little bit of FAK run because I didn't place too many cores, too many miners, I didn't get too many upgrades. I just wanted to make it so that I could repeat it and I could decrease as much as possible the bias, the variables, right? And so that's why this is not ideal though. You want to play actively, as I've been showing you in this stream. And then if you can just compare the map value, you can see the huge difference from the one that they say it's better, right? 1060, 155,000 map value, compares to the 6010, which is almost double. So you get almost double amount of prestige tickets from one single run. Remember, this is just one run. If you prioritize loot frequency than if you prioritize loot rarity. So it's just bad advice. This is just completely false. And if you go for the adjusted one, where you go for more loot rarity, even more, but just at 20, you stop there, and then you prioritize loot frequency, you can see that it's almost the same. It's slightly higher in this case, but I would say that it's roughly the same. Then what I did by myself is that I did even more tests. For example, I did, if you go for a kind of 2-1 ratio, but keeping the same amount of prestige tickets earned. So in this case, going to loot frequency, loot rarity up to 25, loot frequency 52, right? And then I did the test, and unfortunately the results were not that good. Like, it was lower amount of map price value compared to the 55-20 and the 60-10 run. It was still better, a lot better than the 10-60, but it wasn't that good. Remember that there are kind of some variables in terms of loot. Sometimes you earn better loot, sometimes you earn lower loot. It's just a chance. And this was just one single run, so of course it might not be entirely the case, but I would say that it's actually a little bit lower. 40-30, so in this case was even higher the loot rarity, so up to 30, and so loot frequency was lower. How much was that? It was even lower than the previous one. And then I wanted to test, okay, what about the middle, right? What about in the middle between 10 and 20? So I tested with loot rarity 15. And so loot frequency is 58, so it's not as low as 55, but it's not 60, so it's just halfway through. And these were the results. So it was interesting, and again, I think it was because of the chance of the game that it was actually a lot more. If you compare it with 60-10, it was a lot more bidders, right? It was even more bidders than 55-20. So again, I think that just something, some variables happened there. In terms of legendary loot, it was also very weird because it had less loot rarity than 55-20, but I earned more legendary loot. So again, I think it was weird. Then in terms of epic loot, I earned more as well than 55-20. You can see that was 96, here was 112. So again, slightly less. But then on the very rare loot, it was lower than the 55-20, and also on the rare loot, it was actually more here, 176 versus 133, and the common was also more present. At the loot rarity level 20, that's when you almost stop earning common loot. You earn just a little bit, but very little. But until then, you can see that 15 actually earn more. So yeah, it was a run where if you just sum these numbers, they actually are higher than this. So again, weird, very, very weird. But this particular loot, even though it looked more, I crafted all the platforms, I placed everything on custom, I did everything, and still the map value wasn't that good. So yes, it was true that I earned more of these items, but then some of these items were actually useless for the map price, for prestige tickets. So probably I earned a lot of blueprints, I earned lots of, maybe more bidders, I earned things that did not ended up giving me more map value price. And so it ended up being lower. So that's very interesting as well, right? Because these numbers, other than on the very rare loot that was lower, all the numbers were higher. 96 versus 112, 56 versus 74, 133 versus 176. But even if they were higher, their actual map price value was lower. So yeah, it's just interesting. And yeah, so you can see that still either going for 10, and so because at 60 I think there is a little spike of loot, so you get more loot. So this is very similar to this. And so you can see that still halfway through it's not good. Actually, it's better if you go higher. Rarity, go 25, you go 52 frequency, but 25 rarity. It seems that it's closer to the top value. But yeah, that was it. That was the test, because I wanted to test a bit more. it was interesting to notice this. But again, I would say that it's best to go at least rarity level 20, because in that way you earn very little common loot, right? So that's just my idea and my goal. And at the end of the day, the worth of your loot is actually higher. You get higher map price value. So yeah, that was just the Excel table, right? That I did some more tests for myself. So yeah, I hope that you guys were able to learn. Also, if you want to do your own tests, and like I think that the best test would be to do it multiple times. So if, for example, you take a certain loot frequency rarity ratio, for example, like 60-10, you do 3 runs, and where you like 3 runs in a row, probably that would be the best thing to do. And then you use all that loot, you put it on a cast map, and then you calculate the map price. And then you do the same for every single ratio, and then you compare them. I think that would be better, because in that way, as you're doing multiple runs, you're actually eliminating or diminishing the chance factor of, you know, maybe that particular run was super good because just chance, but then all the other runs might be bad, you know. So if you do multiple runs and then you compare them, you having done multiple, I think it's better. So maybe you guys can do that and can help me in trying to find the best ratio. So yeah, thank you for asking, Victor. And Shadowblade, hi, welcome to the stream. You just got Ricochet level 50. Oh, nice. So Ricochet is this ability here from Basic. So you max it out. So at max level, I think it's 99% chance of Ricochet, so it's like almost guaranteed. So yeah, well done. Alright, so I've done everything, right? I got this, yeah. So let's just continue here. So let's do the process much faster now. Hopefully this can be good. Why do you max the research after the Ricochet? Because I could. I had some spots free, and I decided to just max it because it makes the projectile do more bounces. Because if you take a look at the bouncing, every single bounce makes the projectile move more slowly, right? Because otherwise you could in theory get infinite bounces, and so you could do infinite damage. So in order to prevent that from happening, the developer has put that for every bounce the speed of the projectile is reduced. So after a couple bounces, you know, I mean, it's not a couple, it's like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 bounces, the projectile moves so slow that then it disappears, right? It's not calculated anymore. So that's what I've seen that the developer has added, so that the projectile will not bounce infinitely. So yeah, that's why I've got the extra bouncing already now, because I could, and because I'm gonna be needing it anyway later on for late endless, when it's better to start farming cast maps rather than farming 6.3. But I think I'm pretty far yet from that time. So for the moment, I'm gonna get my splash a bit better upgraded, so slightly stronger. That's what I'm gonna prioritize, and then eventually I'm gonna start building up my general stats, like coin generation, you know, starting coins, all that very useful things that can be good anyway, whatever map, whatever scenario you're playing. So that's the reasoning behind. All right, good. And now I just wait for the 3 energy. Alright. 6 here, good. Yeah. Let's just keep doing the same stuff. I was thinking about maybe getting this right splash level 3 and the right one level 4. Just to make some more enemies to go to the right side so that this right splash can also level up sooner. Because I feel like it level ups too slowly. Yeah, let's already place this. Why not? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's try. Why not? 7. Level 3, 4. And this one, level 4. Oh, no Gauss, but this. Alright. Let's see if it works or if it will not work. Yeah, oops, my bad. I was so focused on the bottom right side that I ended up not getting the upgrades. Okay, oops. Here. 5, good. Level 5. Let's go also freezing here. Level 7. Level 8. Oh yeah, I forgot this. Okay. Level 8 also this crusher. So let's hope that this is enough. So again, just making this splash to level up more. Faster. You know, it's already level 10, so I think that's better. So that later on, where there will be more enemies sneaking through, this splash will be higher level. It should have more stats and should be able to handle the enemies better. So yeah, also this crusher, it's higher level, so it should also be better. Yeah, like that. 3 levels here, good. Level 8, let's see. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Let's see here. Level 13, 14. Let's go for level 9 now. Crushers especially. No more coins. Yeah, almost 5,000 more coins he has given me. The multi-shot. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah. Like that. Here, good. Alright. Yeah, that should be fine. Now that I got the splash in the middle, level 10 with both abilities should be easy to hold the ground. I'm keeping this bottom left and bottom right splash low level because I don't want to damage the boss at this moment and also later on. And because it's very easy to do damage at this stage. Once your towers can manage to level up a lot, you get a lot of stats, research. It's super simple to destroy the boss. Like even at highest endless mode difficulty at the Portal 2520, it's still something very simple to achieve. So because I don't want to do that, that's why I'm keeping the towers lower level. So in that way I'm somehow able to destroy the enemies, you know, so not to have too many enemies leaking. But at the same time, they are able to level up and to get eventually stronger when I'm going to need them to upgrade them and to do the ultimate. to use everything. Okay, that's the Gauss with the ultimate. Let's take a look here at the timer. Remember, around 40 minutes should be enough, so that then you can sell Gauss. Yeah, good. Here. Okay, good. Okay, just maxing out first the matrix ones, the matrix miners, level 10, and then let's go for this inferior level 5. All right, good. Let's go here and here and here. Yeah, already 20 minutes, so let's do the same on the other side. I'm gonna just place it level 0. I'm gonna just place it, I'm not gonna upgrade it, not even once. I mean, it's not that much of a difference, because it's 16.4 versus 19.6, right? 19.7. Oops, I forgot to upgrade it. But yeah, let's see. Okay, more coins here. Yeah, because then also the double, when it gets double because of Gauss, it also is gonna be less. So I guess it's let's just try. Why not? Yeah, it will be 32.8 rather than being 39.3. Wow, that's insane. Can I survive? I don't want to use abilities though. Yeah, let's get the ultimate from the splash in the very middle. I'm placing it now, so in that way I keep earning the double time. If you place this inferior later, or when you sell Gauss, it might not. First of all, it might not have mined items inside, but it might not have the double time, so that's why I place it a bit earlier. Because of that. So let's go for this one, level 10 already. I think should be more than able to do it. And now let's wait here to get this right splash as well. With the ultimate, yeah, level 18, the core, so let's go for this. It's a level 3, so it's very low level. You shouldn't do damage to the last part of the boss here. So that's good. And once the boss is the tail, it's on the right side, I'm gonna just upgrade it. So right now, right? Yeah, right now. Selling Gauss, getting the other modifier. Here we go. Let's see the time. 45 minutes. Okay, good. I mean, I can keep this splash with the ultimate. So in that way, I can level up more this this miner, right? I can get it level 5, maybe even higher. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, let's wait until 48:30. Okay, selling it right now. Like I said, the boss actually sneaks through that particular platform because it's just how the map works. Okay, let's max this splash as well. Should be enough now. 49, yeah. So I should be able to reach 5230. Maybe. Let's see what happens if I get one more level here. 6. These enemies are destroyed immediately. Kind of. Kind of. So still is doable. 7, let's see. Level 7. Yeah, it seems still doable, right? Yeah. Yeah, if I'm gonna get more attack speed, I think it should be possible. To get a level 7 right away, as I get the towers upgraded. Here we go. 53. Boom. That's it. Oh, I got no ticket though. Oh no, I only have one left. Oof. Let's hope that this, yeah, this can be done. I think this definitely. This is low value chests. Just don't get them. All right. Save. How many 6.3 I've done? I think 2, right? After the selling, I've already done 2, so that's good. So this is gonna be the next gameplay, the last ticket. So if I don't earn from the loot itself a ticket, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to open already all these legendary and epic chests and the keys to see if I get lucky and have the chance to obtain one rarity ticket from that opening. No. So yeah, let's hope that can happen now. This. Like that. Here we go. Yeah. All right. These tickets become very important. Like the more you play, the more important they become. So it becomes like almost a must to do the gameplays of 6.3 having them active. Because they increase the rarity by 50%. It's a ton. It's a lot. So I think I'm gonna do this gameplay. Another one. I'm gonna sell more cast maps. And I'm gonna probably get one more level of low frequency. And then I'm gonna end the stream. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So you're able to see that in around 2 hours of stream, maybe even less, I was able to get the 2 levels on low frequency. You know, 8 times 6.3, and oh, oops, I forgot. And 4 cast maps sold. Alright. Yeah, I placed the second miner a little late. But yeah, it's still fine, I guess. $600. The next one, this one is gonna be 750, level 2. Then this is gonna be 1400. It's the same cost. And then the other one is going to be 1750. So those are the prices that I've seen so many times that I just remember. All right. So far, so good. Let's go one more level here. Okay, nice. 1750. Then I think the other ones should be like 22,000 and then 2,500. to get level 5. And the other one becomes 2500 for level 4 and 3125 for the for level 5. For level 4 and then level 5. Oh, oops, I forgot to get everything level 7 before doing that. Boom. Before the level 3 ended up kind of worked, so I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do it again. But I'm gonna get this crusher upgraded more faster. So yeah, that's the difference, I guess. Okay, ultimate, good. This one, nice. Level 5. Level 5. There we go, another matrix, level 2. Let's go for these towers here in level 8. Yeah, that should be better. What abilities here? I still need that one. Okay. Seven. I should be close here. Actually, let's get this as I did before already. So prepare them beforehand. Okay, 2 abilities. Yeah. Yeah, some healers pushing through. Okay, I can reach level 9, I think, before getting the crushers. Level 9. Now I'm gonna get them level 9, both. Okay. That should be fine. Crushers have very high base damage, so that's why one single level can make a ton of difference. Okay, here we go. So let's remember to do this. Yep. This, and this splash in the middle. And going for the core. There we go, nice. Okay, that should be enough. I've also tried some other times to go like for the matrix miners first because of the fact that they are cheaper, of course. So it's cheaper to get them level 10 than the infra ones. But I mean, the enemies are roughly the same ones. My Mantier was able to create lots of mines very earlier, much earlier, so being able to still destroy the enemies. But I don't know, I just think it was I was earning also less infra, and it wasn't like that much better compared to this particular run, when instead you're focusing on the infra miners first. So yeah. And also the enemies for the infra, I don't know why, but because they increase also more your score, it's like you earn more green peppers. And also the enemies like seem to be dropping more loot. I don't know why, but they seem to be dropping a little bit more loot. Alright, level 10 here. Let's take a look at the timer. Here we go, 40. It's fine. Alright. Upgrading. Unlike before, what I forgot. 10. 10. Yeah, I may need to upgrade my anti-air also a bit more. So it could be worth doing that. Level 5 here. Actually, as I said before... No, wait, I don't want to upgrade it too much now. But I might get it level 10 faster than what I did before, because I saw that it was still working pretty reasonably. So... yeah, I forgot to upgrade it again. Okay. One for this. This. Yeah, let's place the miner. So then it gets the benefits of the ultimate. Once I get this splash, I think with the ultimate, I can go for this particular miner level 10. So just wait the core heal level 17 to get the upgrade. I hope I'm gonna be able to survive until then. Yeah, I should be able to. Level 17, here we go, boom, ultimate. And now I can go right away from level 10 on this left side. Alright, good. Yeah, the boss is pretty healthy, so it's fine. I think it's going better than expected. Yeah. I'm gonna wait here for the core level 18. I'm gonna get both these splashes with the ultimate. And then when the last part of the tail of the boss is gonna go on the right side, I'm gonna get the left splash maxed out as well. Let's do this. Here we go. Nice. And let's sell Gauss here. Just a little bit more. Right now, yeah. And upgrade level 10. Good. Now let's take a look at the timer to see 44. Okay, let's just wait. Oh, I have this last upgrade for the conjuration. That should give me a little bit more of extra loot. Alright, let's see. When the boss is gonna be about to go on top of my Gauss to disable it, that's when I'm gonna sell it. Let's see. Right here, right here, right here. Okay, selling it. Yeah. Ultimate, good. Waiting a little bit more to get this right splash also maxed out until 49 minutes. There we go, maxing out, and then getting this one already level 7, because I saw before that I'm able to handle that that speed. So let's get it right away. And also, let's see, full slots. Okay, everything is full. Let's see, this one, that was the latest one I placed, is 4 out of 6, so it's not bad. The boss is right there, receiving a lot of damage, but I don't really care at this moment. I'm gonna just play for another minute and a half. Maybe even one more level. It would increase the speed by 68 though, 68.9. Yeah, actually maybe one more level might be too much, so let's keep it level 7 for the moment. Okay, here we go. No rarity tickets. Oh, rip. Update it for free. Yes, let's get this one definitely. This one definitely. And this one, yeah. Okay. This item market was a little bit better than the other one. So let's save and let's see. Now something that I can do though is that I can exploit the fact that I will not have or waste rarity tickets to get the daily loot, right? And then at the same time I can see if I can now get this special level 30 attack speed. Yeah, good. Now something else. This one maybe 25. Yeah, experience multiplier, not that bad. Making it level up faster. Starting power +2. Okay, I don't know. Then the abilities. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the abilities. I'm gonna start first from the ultimate, of course, level 12 maybe. Then let's go for the ones that have the highest stats. Yeah, I think it's attack speed and damage. So let's go for this one's level 12 first, and then the level 10. So that's my next goal. Okay, so let's see. Now before I open the chests, right? Because I still have one gameplay. Yeah, one more gameplay of 6.3. I'm gonna decrease the endless difficulty, and I'm gonna do the daily loot, right? Because I'm not wasting any rarity tickets. Enemy skill, okay, 1.9 thousand. I don't have any particular tower to use, so that's good. So these two enemy types, I can just go for Crusher, Venom, Sniper, right? Seems pretty good combo. And one freezing. One sniper on nearest. Yeah, I don't think I need to put the experience modifier so that I would give more experience to like freezing and venom. I think they're gonna be able to level up by themselves just like that. So okay, let's play some bounties here. Yeah, first, third. Okay. Of course, if I can mine some more resources, I'm gonna do it. Now let's just check the speed though. So if I want to mine, for example, Scholar, what is the best one? Matrix will give me 15.1, this one 14.8, so I think it's Matrix, right? The fastest one for Scholar. So I'm gonna go one here, and one here. And instead for Tensor, I think it's just Inferior, right? 7.8 compared to 14.8, yeah. But I don't think I need to mine Tensor, so I'm gonna just focus on this. You can see my towers, just level 1, we're able to just destroy completely the enemies. Unfortunately here there aren't many tiles, so I already used, like, placed all the bounties that I could, considering that I also wanted to place the modifiers and everything with it. So, and also I'm mining actually Tensor from this Infra one, so I guess it's not that bad. But getting some more Scholar, it's definitely good. Bounties efficiency here at 27.28 because I'm earning like 2.2%. So that's why it's weird. It's a weird number efficiency. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for power. And you can see them slowly doing all the quests. There is another enemy skill quest. It's 4.4 thousand enemies, which is a lot again. Let's go for towers level 3. Maybe level 5, all of them. Yeah. Actually, here I can go for triple modifier. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier, but I can give. In this case, this is 400%. It's like 5 times. So this miner is mining at 5 times double, so that's 10 times the base speed. You can see that's why it's from 36.4 to 364. That's very good. So let's prioritize this miner, I guess. Unfortunately, a change also in the game now is that the more miners you connect to a single, the more modifiers you connect to a single miner, the less efficient they become. So you can see just one miner gives 100% of the speed. The second miner connected to the same, the second modifier connected to the same miner is only 55% efficient. So it's 55% of this, so it would be 110%. And then the third one is 45% efficient, then 40, 36, and then it goes as low as, if you have all 8 around the same miner, is 30%. So yeah, it's not very good, but yeah. So Ryan P126, hi, welcome to the stream. And you comment here, I've been playing like 10 hours so far, and it's like you're playing a completely different game. Oh yeah, at the very beginning, it's definitely different. This is like, I'm not really that advanced in terms of research, but I do have already some research that makes my towers a lot stronger. And so even playing a lower difficulty on Endless, but it looks like my towers are completely annihilating these enemies and I'm one-shotting them, and I'm able to mine tons of stuff. And so yeah, the game kind of like changes a lot as you're playing through it, and I think that's just the nature of the game. I'm gonna just go for this one now because the other one is too expensive, like 6600 just for one upgrade. Even though it's the one that's mining the fastest, but might be too much. So let's go for this one instead. So just 200 more enemies here. Money spent on towers as well. Need to complete it. Just 1 more minute playing time during one game. So going steady. Yeah, let's go for this one actually. Snowballs. Stun. Okay, so I did one quest and it got automatically replaced by another one that I also completed. So that's good. Now, of course, the enemies killed here, the 4.4 thousand, I will not be able to do it right now. And actually, it's very bad to try to complete this quest all at once because of the fact that the enemies become tougher and tougher and tougher the more you play. And so it's harder for your towers to kill them as fast as I've been doing it so far. And so at a certain point, it becomes better to just restart a new game. You also have new quests that you can do, and you just continue like that. So I'm gonna reach, though, 2.5 thousand enemies killed here. So that in that way, if I ever get the quest again, I only would need around 2,000 enemies. And so considering I have pretty decent setup here, let's just do it like that. Yeah, my Venom is still not level 20, which is not good, because the ultimate is super strong. Late here. Yeah, why not? I'm still almost able to one-shot these enemies. And I've got 10,000 Scholar. You know, considering I've been playing for not that much time, I would say it's good. But yeah, definitely the process of killing enemies is becoming slower and slower, especially the strong ones, the orange squares. Oh, nice! Look at how many items I've been able to mine. Nice. All right, almost there. Almost there. So yeah, let's just max out this Venom and this Crusher, I guess. $2.47, $2.48. Each wave has around, yeah, around 20 enemies, right? Sometimes a bit less, sometimes a little bit more. So 2.5, okay. But I still need to spend 12,000 more on towers. So I guess I'm gonna do that by just selling, placing, selling, and just doing this process. Right? Yeah, here we go. And that's it. So let's end the game. So that's normally how I do the daily quests. Alright, completed. Good. And now let's move back to the main event. And now let's try to open up these chests to see if I could use 6 acceleros here to refresh it. It's very tempting. So let's do that. So I got yeah, a couple more of legendary chests to open. This one costs green paper, so I'm not gonna get it. Alright, so let's hope that as I open this higher quality chest, I will get one rarity ticket. It's not guaranteed, but let's see. No, I didn't get anything there. Here, no. You can still have a slow chance to get legendary from Epic. No. Let's see the keys though. Keys though, just the last two. Here, no. And here, no. I got unlucky, so I didn't get any rarity ticket, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so this last 6.3 run is gonna be without any tickets. So it's gonna be, the loot is gonna be lower quality, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. So I guess it's just unfortunate that I cannot, I don't have still the self-refilling, you know. I'm almost there because I'm very close. I earn almost at every single run rarity tickets, but when it doesn't happen, it just hurts. Yeah, it didn't happen for like 2 games in a row. I ended up using 2 rarity tickets when I sold the cast maps, you know, for prestige tickets, so that's also probably bad, but there's nothing I can do there. So yeah, unfortunately, the loot in this last run might be worse just because of the decreased rarity of it. Now I only hope that I will not earn the, like, I don't know, 2 rarity tickets right now, because after this game is when I sell the cast maps. So I would sell anyway 2 maps and I would waste what I would use to rarity tickets. So I hope I will not get them now. I hope that in this particular gameplay I will not earn any. But you know, Murphy's Law says that when you don't need them, that's when you're gonna get them. So it's very likely that I'm gonna end up earning them now. But yeah, eventually, you know, you get to a point where you start having 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20 tickets. And so you have so many that then you can start doing the daily loot, you can start selling custom maps, you can use them there, and you still have enough and you still are able to earn even more. So it doesn't really, it's not even an issue. But until you get there, when you don't have them, it's quite sad. Alright, so that's once again the last time I'm gonna do 6.3. Let's see how much the stream has been going on for. Do I have any hours here? I think I started at 5 something. Yeah. So, oops. Yeah, I didn't get the upgrades because I was checking the time. So I think it's it could be around 2 hours in a little bit. But I've also shared the things on the Excel file. I've done the daily loot, like I've done other stuff, which of course takes out time. And as explained before, like if you just focus consistently on 6.3, it takes around a little bit less than 1 hour to do the process of playing 4 maps plus the selling of the cast maps. So it's definitely, you know, doable. So in around 2 hours, you should be able to, a little bit less than 2 hours, you should be able to do 8 times 6.3 and selling 4 cast maps, which gives you 2 levels or even 3 of loot frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So spending a bit more on the crusher one, just making sure no enemies can sneak through. And Ryan, if you're still there on the chat, if you take a look at this series, you know, at the past episodes when I just started, you can really see, for example, when I was around 10 hours, like you are in the game, at which point I was at, and I hope that can make you feel a lot better, because this game it's kind of slow at the beginning, and so yeah, it's even if you know what to do, and even if you are kind of familiar with how the game works, but still it's not that simple. And yeah, I hope that also the videos, you know, that did this series itself can be an inspiration, or can help you to know what to do, what to prioritize, which upgrades to get, which towers to use. I'm not in any way the best player. I think there are in the server a lot of better players, especially for the leaderboards and all that stuff. But again, it's something that I hope anyone can follow. I was not using double gain, I was not using like premium, so everything that I show can be achieved and done by anyone. And yeah, I hope that can just show you that it's a struggle that every player goes through. But then eventually, you know, if you keep playing, if you keep being consistent, you can reach this point right here, and you can go even further. You know. Let's go everything right here. Okay. Good. So you've gotten about stage 3 so far. Okay, yeah, the level, it's a stage 6 level, so it's definitely way more forward. And also what you're seeing here that I'm doing would not make that much sense. There are some towers also that I think you still do not unlock. You unlock later. For example, Crusher, I'm very sure you unlock it later. Maybe even Splash. No, maybe Splash you have already unlocked it for stage 3. Yeah. But anyway, that's just how the game is. You know, when you see someone playing the end game where you have just started, you know, you're in the early game, it's so surprising, you know. It's insane. You say, wow, so much stuff. But I guess that just happens in any game. All right. Yeah. This should be enough. For the time being. Yeah. Good. So level 10, 17.5 coins. Level 8 here, 8 here, 10, selling this. And getting Gauss. Gauss also is the tower that you unlock later on. So I might not make that much sense to what I'm doing when I'm using it. But in the sense, it's a tower that needs to be placed close to miners because it's gonna consume resources to be able to shoot and to attack. It's a tower that attacks same spot, so you just rotate it and you just make it attack the spot that you want, but then it's always gonna attack the same spot. Like it doesn't auto target the enemies. And then with the ultimate, you can actually make the close miners to go double speed. So for each enemy that you damage, you can make the miners to receive more speed. So of course that's the goal of using it here in this particular map. Because there are no portals, you cannot call the next wave early, and so you cannot in any way get the extra speed, you know. So that's why Gauss is such a tower that it's so useful thing here in this particular scenario, because it can give that double time. It can give it, and so that's more resources, more enemies, especially because in this level enemies are spawned from the miners. So every time you obtain a resource, you spawn an enemy, and depending on the resource obtained, you spawn different types of enemies. So it's a level that has pretty unique mechanics and that you can exploit to your advantage. Here we go. Yep. Oh no, it's disabled. Come on, shoot. Okay. Yeah, just keep it. I'm gonna wait for the very last moment to place it. Okay, let's place it now. And let's get the ultimate. Level 17 the core. I'm gonna go for this central splash ultimate, which I've also increased by 1, so I should have a little bit more damage now. So let's hope that that's gonna be enough for this increased amount of enemies. Now let's get also this level 10 if in the left. All right. Then when the core is level 18, I'm gonna get both of the other splashes with the ultimate, but I will not upgrade them. And then I will upgrade the left one, and I'm gonna sell Gauss once the tail of the boss reaches the right side. Yeah, I think the ultimate is doing a lot more damage now though, because I'm already destroying some parts of the boss, which is not really ideal. But yeah, let's try to go for it anyway. I mean, I should be able to reach 52 minutes anyway. If anything happens, I can always sell a splash. I can just use abilities, you know, I can compensate somehow. Okay, the tail is on the right side. Here we go. boss. Let's see the HP though. Okay, so just one more. 3 more parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts actually, and the tail. Normally always destroy the body in the middle. Each part of the body is this central line that you see right here. One less part of the body. See? Now the third is gonna go, I think. Yeah, here we go. So now it's just the head, which is the top bar, right? And then the tail. And the last parts the boss has, the faster it moves. So again here, getting this. Sounding Gauss right before the boss gets on top of it, right now. Here we go. Oh, let's see the timer here. At 49:30. Let's activate this bottom right splash. Maximum level here 120. Those are my splashes, so that's very nice. So I'm gonna wait a little bit more here, because I don't wanna one-shot the boss now with the extra damage from the from Splash Ultimate. I saw already that I did way too much damage to it before. Thankfully though, this miner right here, when he mines Tensor, he also has a chance to spawn healers. And so I hope that some healers can go there, can get there and can heal the boss slightly. Even if it's just slightly, it's enough. Even though I shouldn't one-shot it, right? That's the head. 5130, yeah, I should be able to make it. I can sell this tower, this splash, just a little bit less damage. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna kill it, but it's gonna be very close to where I just need to end the gameplay. Okay, so let's see. Actually, yeah, I mean, you can do this if you wanna ever stall. You can do this process right when you stall, because there are these enemies. The boss is done, so miners will not spawn enemies anymore, but they're still mining, so you're still obtaining resources. So you can do here, for example, you can just spam the miners, right, like this. Yeah, these are the. I don't have any more. Oh, I don't have any more modifiers. Yeah, that's why. So you can do something like that, right? Level 5 here, level 3. Yeah, I don't have any other miners. So if you ever wanna farm resources, you can do something like this. And yeah, you can keep stalling these enemies with the freezings, you know, bombs. You can use also abilities like Blizzard is super useful here, especially once you max it out. Oh, I forgot this one. And so you can mine tons of resources in this last couple of seconds. Eventually here, for example, you can grab a Crusher. You can hold the enemy a little bit longer, and then, I mean, I just wanted to show you what you can do, you know, at the very end. Okay, thankfully I got no rarity tickets, so at least I'm not gonna be wasting any. Did you delay killing the boss just to farm more? No, I delayed killing the boss so that I could farm more loot. I mean, not farm more resources, but more loot. Yes, because if you upgrade your towers too much, you're gonna end up one-shotting the boss. And of course, that's not good. And so you wanna make sure that the boss can be quite healthy, so that then when you get all the upgrades, you spawn tons of enemies, you need your splashes to be stronger. You're not gonna kill it that fast, because if the boss dies, then they will not spawn any more enemies, and so you don't have any more loot. So if you kill the boss too fast, you're gonna end up losing loot. So that's why you're gonna kind of hold it a little bit longer. And yeah, that's what I did. All right, so let's open this. All the keys now. I refresh the iron market as well. And now let's do the same process as before, right? It's always the same. Opening all the tiles, crafting then all the platforms. In this particular case, I don't think I will be crafting the platforms from the very, very lowest tier. I think I'm gonna start from slightly above, right? Because I'm earning, now that my rarity is level 20, I'm not earning that much common loot. So I'm earning from rare loot onwards, especially if you have the rarity ticket on. Alright, so that's one. This, unfortunately, no legendary cores. That's sad. And now here, crafting as many of these special 3 blueprints as possible, like that. Then opening, crafting the blueprint chests, opening them up, oops, and then selling the blueprints directly for green peppers. This is by far the most efficient method. You earn tons, millions more of green peppers if you do this process. So yeah, just remember to do it in this way. If you sell blueprints directly, for example, if you sell them directly like this, you don't get nearly as much as green peppers as doing all this issue where you just craft lower tiers into special 3, then you craft the special 4 into special 3, then you do the you create the blueprint chests, and then you open them, and then you sell the blueprints. That's by far the most efficient way. Now, as I said before, see here they only have 3 to craft. 3 is not that many, so I'm gonna ignore this last tier and I'm gonna start already from here, which is more. See, 23. So I'm gonna, and I have 267 million, okay, green peppers. So I need around 100 more million to get the next prestige ticket drop, right? Should be level 18, which is gonna give me 11% more prestige tickets, which is a lot. So that's your priority. All right, just like that. All of them. This process just requires time and green peppers. That's why also you wanna get as many of them using the trick shown before. Well, it's not really a trick, it's just exploiting what the game offers and using the most efficient method to gain many prestige tickets. Sorry, in this case it's many green peppers. All right, why? I'm a little confused here. Why do I have prestige dust? I haven't earned anything that would give me dust, so that's just weird. But anyway, okay, that's it. Let's just save. And custom map. Here we go. So you can see that I have less platforms compared to before, for 2 reasons. First, I didn't have the rarity ticket for my last loot on 6.3, and so it doesn't look that much, but it does make a difference, and you actually earn less higher quality loot. Second reason is also because of the fact that I have crafted from higher tier. I didn't craft the lower tier, and so and I hadn't crafted it in a couple games when I did it at the beginning. So I had some more like platforms saved from previous games, which I ended up using, and that's why I ended up having a lot more. But this should be decent. This should give me around 2100 tickets, right? Let's just keep 2, yeah. So that I have 1, creating the path here. Here. Just like that. Base disables research. Yeah, perfect. And portal. Now let's keep placing the platforms, and you can see actually that I'm going to be able to exhaust all the platforms in this first map. So I will already be able to place the more sources in this first map, which is fine. Yeah, let's place these ones. I have many of. Okay. And lastly, the teleports. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just counting the different types. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 18 different teleports. Could that be possible? 18 different types of teleports. Yeah, zoom in, boom. There is like a hotkey button that allows you to zoom in to the center of the map super fast. And let's look at the score. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, 2133 tickets. It's fine. Now the second map though, you're gonna see that compared to before also it's gonna be less quality, because again I ended up placing less platforms, less things, and so yeah, less. It's gonna be less total amount of map value. Let's place this. Always a core. It's always good to place it. And actually here, I don't need. Yeah, I don't need to do this. I can already place stuff directly from the top side. Placing all these sources to get as many tickets as possible. That's the way to go. 2, yeah, everything more than one, I'm gonna place it, no matter the value, because I will be able to have enough room to place everything. So that's why I don't have to pick and choose. And it's better to sell resources like this rather than selling them for prestige tickets, for prestige dust, because dust is always less efficient and you're always going to lose a lot of value if you do that. It's faster, but you lose value. So in my opinion, it's just better to do this process. It just takes a couple minutes, but you get a lot more of prestige tickets. Yeah, here we go. 4, 9, 3. Yeah, I don't even think I need to be that precise. Like, I can start doing something like this, right? Even if it's not 100% precise, but I should definitely have enough room to place everything down. So I shouldn't worry that much about like exact placement. I can just go a little bit more free, like this, right? Okay, placing first the ones I have many of, because it's just easier and faster to place, and then you just select the ones and then you just spam them around the map. 2, 4. Okay, like that. Nope. Just like that. Yeah, it's a lot less compared to before. So maybe in this map I might be close to like 1000 tickets, maybe a little bit less. So it's gonna have less value, but whatever. Oh, I had 2 of that? That's weird. I missed it. Yeah, the last ones. No, wait, I can place these ones. I can sell them. Okay, whew. It's always such a long process. Also here, whatever barrier I have, more than 2, I'm gonna just place it. you can see that I got a lot more now compared to before because of that last run on 6.3 where I didn't have the rarity ticket. So barriers are considered a rare type of loot, so pretty low quality. And yeah, the last run, because of the lack of the rarity ticket, I ended up earning more of these ones. But yeah, it's fine. 1 1 1 1 1, right? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Let's play it. Oh yeah, I haven't played. My bad. I didn't place the base and the portals. Lol. Zoom. Okay, so one enemy sneaked through there. So that wasn't a perfect score. Okay, this was perfect. So also perfect. Flying enemies, that's bad. But I have a lot of HP. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Here we go. Sometimes I worry for no reason. There we go. Yeah, 1,000 tickets, not that much, but it's fine. So that should be, considering the tickets from before that I got, right? One more level, 2.1 tickets now. So I'm pretty sure that next time I do this process, so 4 maps, 6.3 and then selling, I could get 2 levels. So 45 and 46. But for the moment, that's gonna be it. So yeah, thanks guys for joining in, for watching. Thanks for the comments as well. I hope that my progression can be somehow useful for you as well, to know what to do and to know what to prioritize, or to learn also from my mistakes. And yeah, thanks for joining in. Once again, Merry Christmas. I wish that you can spend a nice time here together with your family, your loved ones. And yeah, till next time. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.